Hi, this is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop, and it's Sunday, so we're going to continue the video toolbox tour. I'm going to finish out the last 4 drawers on this little red Kennedy thing. And let's start. I already did this one, so let's start here. So, a bunch of random stuff. These are the arbors I've made for cutting keyways. So these are really easy to make. Very good project to, test your skills on the lathe and the mill. And let's see what else we got in here. My brooches, that's what I meant. So I keep all my random high-speed steel stuff. Here's some grooving tools. Some commercially purchased threading tools. Some brazed carbide ones. Just some high-speed steel blanks. Some I've sharpened for jobs. I'll do a video on sharpening high-speed steel coming up. More brazed on carbide. A lot of these are one of the first things I made when I started doing stuff on the lathe and machining work. I was taught, make everything you can. You can purchase a lot of stuff, but make every tool you can. So I made a bunch of transfer punches of different material. Different, hardness of it. But some of these, as you can see, that guy's got some work done to him. And this guy, yeah, I made a bunch of transfer punches. Here's a bunch of these. Let me find one that's not covered here. A style tool for cutting grooves. I did a bunch of grooving for a repetitive job. Some kind of heat sleeve or something like that. I don't remember what it was. But I did enough of it that I bought some tools just for that. And more high speed. There's some China stuff. Mostly American. Dovetail cutter. There's a really small, I'll find it in here. I don't see it at the moment, but I got a really small keyway cutter. There's a key seat cutter. The brooch, some balls. These are cut off shafts. These are handy in the shop. Most of these are end mills that were dull. I cut the shafts off them. Some of them were reamers. So it's nice to have very precision-sized shafts occasionally. They're dull. You're gonna throw them away anyway. You might as well harvest those off them, and they come in handy sometimes. Yeah, and a lot of high-speed steel in here. I have more. I need to, in a different spot, I need to bring in there. I need to go through this stuff, really. This is where my common high-speed steel is. And I still use a lot of high-speed steel. Brazed on carbide. I will say when it comes to brazed carbide, don't buy the cheapest stuff at Shars. Go, a step or two above. It makes a lot of difference. Here's a tool. A lot of stuff with this yellowish wax on it. I made the wax and covered them. I'm a big fan of that. And coming up real quick, I'll do a video where I have a bunch of end mills I need to put wax coating on. So I'll bring you along for that. Yep, that's what's in here. And yeah. Okay, moving on. Shut. Not much in this drawer. I just went through this drawer, that's why it's mostly empty. Tool post wrenches, 5C collets, some of these style boring bars. Came with a machine. I've never purchased any one. This I used to use. So I prefer putting radiuses in. It's in here. Carbide tool holder, another boring bar. A Loris holder for, I guess, a boring bar. but that's in here too. This stuff's still finding different homes. This is old Jacob's chuck. So not much, not very exciting drawer. Low here. And this is normally where I keep this. You saw this in a recent video. It's my open gauge block set. They're Weber's. Missing a few, but I keep that up here right now. Oh, random thread repair stuff. These are newer kits to restock ones I've used. I do a lot of thread repair. I do a lot of basic repair jobs, so these are handy. Some metric ones. These are cutting blades, the drive tool, and the end nut for a kingpin for semi-axles. I got a large truck repair shop that wants me to do some work on front ends. So I'm getting that set up because that'll be a super cool customer to have with repetitive work for stuff like that. And the bottom here, this one's kind of heavy. These are my excess indexable cutting tool holders. Kind of metal. I mean, you know, see, that's a pretty big insert. They're ones, these are too large to fit my current tool holders, or just duplicates. There's another can of metal. This guy, just a big piece of high-speed steel. Big Armstrong cutoff tool, the anti-chatter kind. These guys are left over from the Hindi lathe. Some of the tool holders from that guy. And some cheaper tool holders. There's a cutoff tool. I don't have a holder that holds these guys yet. Here's one from Char's. I should send this to someone who could use it. It's for a smaller lathe. Oh, leftover, you know, Armstrong tool holders. I don't know why only one of these is in here. This is the, I made a set of aluminum, or these are the ones I bought. These are the 3 aluminum soft jaws for the Tita lathe. I made a set, and then set came with it. This tool I made a long time ago. It's a bump tool for when you're doing like repetitive work, and it doesn't have to be, you know, super tight tolerances. Put this in there and you can bump your work true in the chuck. Again, a nice little project to do. Here's a Loris double-sided tool holder. That's the main piece for a tool quick change tool post I no longer have. Again, that's snap tap. That's a pretty small insert in there. Again, when you buy multiple lathes, you always get stuff like this with them. I give a lot of this stuff away. If I don't have use for, here's for a grooving tool. I believe grooving or maybe threading. So I've been looking for inserts for that. I've tried to get the Char's threading inserts, but they're always sold out. So here's a Chinese knurler slash tool holder. Yeah, pretty much random stuff like that. So that concludes the red Kennedy toolbox and all the machinist boxes. So there's only 2 or 3 videos left in this series on the normal toolbox. So yeah, this series is about to come to an end. This is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.